on where we come from. Because of you and nothing we down. Hello class, and welcome to chapter 8. In this chapter we're going to be talking about functional strategies that businesses employ in order to gain more market share and to become more successful in their marketplace. So let's get started. A functional strategy is a strategy that a functional department uses in order to help the company be successful. Now, it's important to know what is a functional company, what is a functional area or a functional department. Perhaps the easiest way to think about this is to realize that every department that we're being trained for in the School of Business or in your business degrees is a functional area. For example, marketing, finance, IT, research and development, HR. These are all functional areas within organizations. And as such, they're responsible for developing strategies to help achieve the overall corporate goal, which may be to increase market share, to become the number one in the marketplace, to increase revenue, or whatever it is that top management sets and determines as the organizational goals. So in this lecture, we're going to look at each of the different functional areas and what are some common strategies that they employ. So I'll start with marketing, the marketing department. So we know that the marketing focuses on the 4 P's: price, product, place, and distribution. Now there are 2 strategies that marketing departments can employ. One is a market development strategy, which consists of product saturation and product penetration. And these 2 strategies, what we're trying to do is capture more market share. So we are really flooding the market with our products. We may be trying to lower our costs so that we can just get more people to buy the product and we become number one in the market share, or we're gaining or increasing in market share. We also could have a product development strategy, which is a focus on the product features, where we're developing the product, we're adding new innovative features to the product in order to get customers to buy our product. Typically, with a product development strategy, we're going to be increasing the value of the product. So we're going to probably increase the price of the product because we're also improving the quality. We're adding new product features, into our products. You could do this for both existing marketplaces and new markets. For example, our company could focus on simply developing new products in markets that don't exist. So we're trying to create new marketplaces and then grow that way. Or we could be looking at products that already exist in markets that already exist, and then we're going to add new and better features to our products, or we're going to increase the quality of our products. Either way, those fall underneath a product development strategy. Here are some examples. Line extensions. A line extension is when you add a new brand, or you do some kind of product design merger between 2 previously separate types of items. Think of it this way: Crest toothpaste, and then Crest toothpaste decides to add Arm & Hammer baking soda. So they have Crest toothpaste, a standard product, but now we have Crest with Arm & Hammer, and people typically associate Arm & Hammer with being able to clean things, make things fresher. So when we add that to toothpaste, we market it as having enhanced cleaning powers. We now have 2 products. We have a product that has greater features, greater innovation, and we can then charge more money for it or use it to capture customers that we didn't previously have buying our product. That's called a line extension. A push strategy is also a marketing strategy, and in this strategy it focuses on promotion. What we typically think of as marketing. We're getting the message out, we're doing lots of advertising, we're pushing our message upon on our customers, hoping that they'll be able to understand it, and our product becomes more desirable to them. And then you have a pull strategy, and this is where we're trying to pull our customers through the product purchasing process. Think of it, here's an example. Let's say I'm an automobile manufacturer and I sell my cars through various dealerships. In order to get people to come through my dealership, so I may not own the dealership is my distribution channel, it can be owned by a separate company. But in order to get people to come in to buy my product, I issue a manufacturer's rebate. So if they come in and they buy my product, say this Ford automobile, and they're buying this from some general dealership, that I will give a $250 to $2,500 credit towards their purchase. So once again, it's not the distribution channel or the dealership offering that. It's me as a manufacturer offering that to consumers to get them to come into the store. This is the same as if a company that sells products through Walmart offered some sort of discount and then promoted that discount in order to get people to come into Walmart to buy their products. So this is pull. We're trying to pull our customers into that distribution channel so they can buy our products. Another set of marketing strategies is what we call price skimming and price penetration. These two strategies are different. They're completely different. Product skimming refers to skimming the cream of the crop off the top of the demand curve with high prices while the product is novel and new. What we mean by this is I just introduced a new product and I'm going to charge more money for that product because it's brand new, it's novel, it has features and functions that no one else has yet. So while I have that advantage and we're in the early stage of the product life cycle and that product is out there among customers, I could charge a higher price for it. And you'll find that companies do this because they need to, one, reimburse themselves for their research and development costs. They most likely have spent millions and millions of dollars on product development, on trying to understand these features, getting them built and created, and going through all the work necessary to do so. So when they bring that product out, no one else has it, you could charge higher prices for it. We call this price skimming, where we're skimming off as much profit off of those sales as possible. Typically in this stage, you don't have a lot of sales, but what sales you do have are at a higher price, and there's fewer competitors that are out there. A market penetration strategy is a bit different. This is when the product is out there, the features are known, the market is growing, and what we're going to do is we're going to come in, sell our product, but we're going to lower our price. We're lowering our price because we're trying to grow that marketplace or the customer understanding of that product dramatically. So by lowering the price, more people will buy the product. So it's an economies of scale approach. If you look at that according to the product life cycle, you'll see that price skimming, it happens typically at the introduction phase. I want you to think about Apple computers at this. Apple does a wonderful job at that. When they have a new product out, that product typically comes into the market at a higher price. As that market begins to grow and develop, then they begin to lower their prices. Why is that? Well, that's because more competitors are coming into the marketplace. The market overall is growing for that particular product, and there's greater downward pressure on prices because of the increased competition. So when we see a price skimming approach, we see that typically happening once that marketplace is developed. Customers are aware of their product and the features and how it works, and what they want to do is you want to develop the marketplace, get as many people to buy as possible, and that inevitably involves lowering the sales price. Let's talk about financial strategies. Companies can employ financial strategies led by the finance department in order to help the company grow. Some common financial strategies are using dividends of the stocks, using your stock price, and also using the sale of any patents or things along those lines. Here's a financial strategy that you should be aware of: leverage buyout. A leverage buyout is when a company is acquired in a transaction and is largely financed by debt, meaning that I want to grow my organization. The way I'm choosing to grow my organization is by buying another company. So if you think about our previous chapter, we talked about mergers and we talked about acquisitions. So here we're looking at an acquisition. The key word in this strategy is leverage, which means that we are using other people's money to buy that particular organization. And we're going to grow by buying this company. So I'm company A. Here's company B over there. They may be smaller than I am, but they have their own customer base. Now, if I bought that company, all those customers now become my customers. So in order for me to grow, I choose to simply buy organizations. This is a very common strategy implemented by many companies. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they grow by buying other organizations. And when they use bank financing or some other form of financing to help them buy the organization, so they're not using their own cash, that's called leverage. The term leverage, by default, you should think of it as loan. So they're taking out a loan in order to buy this other organization. That's a leverage buyout. A reverse stock split refers to the investor's shares are split in half for the same total amount of money. Here's what we mean by that. I may own 100 shares in the XYZ company. Then they implement a reverse stock split. That dollar amount never changes. So let's say I own 100 shares. Now I own 50, but it's still the same $1,000. So what I'm doing is I'm reducing the number of shares that I have out altogether as an organization. That's what you call a reverse stock split. Well, that represents the two strategies we're covering in this lecture. If you have any questions, please email me or bring them to class. And once again, thank you for watching, and have a good day.